Welcome everybody to Something Sundays, where I'll play something on Sundays. Right, so this is Flotsam. It's still in early access. I am on the experimental branch because there's research, like they've actually done it properly now. So, yeah, I'm 82 days into a game and practically got to the end of it. So you got handmade and procedural worlds. I think they want to head more towards handmade. It's funny because it started out with handmade maps and no one really liked them, so they moved to procedural, and now they've gone back because I think this is where they're going to put their tutorial or whatever. But I'll go procedural because I like procedural. Okay, this is you get. If you've ever played RimWorld or anything sort of like that, was it FTL or whatever, you get a similar thing here where you pick the people you start with. I want my guys to cooking. Oh, that could be nice. Ooh. Okay, now let's re-roll this dude. I want people with different stuff, right? Like crafting would be nice, but I mean athletics is good too. Ah, perfect. There we go. Gotcha. Although he loves cooking, but he doesn't have it in here. Okay, that ought to be interesting. Bubba's is they've got some bubble trouble. Okay, let's go. Confirming the crew. We'll call it, yeah, why not? The Barnacleton? What a name. Okay, so you start with your little boat, right? I'll just pause it real quick. Spacebar pauses. So you got your boat. This here is a visual representation of how much water you got. This little yellow bar is a visual representation of how much power you have. Yeah, that's a giant battery. Right, you can move. You have a propeller. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is grab some of this, right? This is people to swim, people jump in a salvaging boat, or people to fish. And you just drop a marker. Unpause, watch the little blot go. Yeah! You grab all that goodness. So he's going to pick all that up, bring it back, chuck it into storage. Now, we have no homes. So we'll click this open, and we can't build anything because we haven't picked up anything at all. Now, you'll notice that it says bottles. See, it's like a little plastic bottle. The game calls them floaters. We don't have any. Hopefully this lovely... Yeah, we're going to pick some up. And we're probably going to want this thing first, though, I think, which is made from normal plastic. So he can get us some bottles so that we can start making, homes. But we also need this bad boy, which is going to require some some dry wood, which is going to require a drying rack. So yeah, quite a bit to actually try to accomplish here, so that's fine. Do is we'll chuck down one of these boys about here. I prefer to use the grid. You'll see why at some point, like, you got to put this in, and you'll get a nice little build grid. You don't have to use it. You don't have to build straight. This is not typically how I like to build. I like to put a walkway the whole way. It's not going to let me do it now, is it? I like to put a walkway the whole way around, so that way I can build straight off the side. But it's got a wooden one, so it's okay, I guess. Alright, let's go to the map. This is the world map. Your starting area always has a lot of resources. Some you can't even get. Right, this circle here is our range, because we can only swim. So we need to get our boat. Once we grab this plastic, we'll get our boat, and we'll float over to... Oh, I guess over to the wood. We want some of this too. We'll float over here, grab some more plastic, some more wood. We are going to run out of food somewhat quickly. Press C to center back onto the town heart, which is what they call this. Alright, let's lift this to 3 speed, please. Okay, we can get a storage container, that's lovely. What I'd prefer, though, is a drying rack, so we can stick the wood on something when we get some. Right, let's recycle some plastic. So you click on this. Now, you can click do forever, yeah? I prefer to just manually queue them up. The ones that are in color show you that you have the ability to get them. The ones in grey show you need more input resources for it. And as you can see, it uses 4 plastic to make 1 floater. There is other ways to get plastic as well. We'll maybe get to that at some point. But before we end, I'll show you what an end game looking town looks like. Yeah, it looks nothing like this. It's hilarious. Alright, let's get another person in there to give them a hand. Now, speaking of people, you have your priority lists. Typically, I like to do this. If it's green, it gets at least 2. and when it gets a darker green, it gets 3. You also have an energy overlay, which I'll show you later. And we have producer management. This is like the limits on things you make. You can set them to whatever you want. It does come in handy once you start to get a whole lot of dry wood and firewood, sawmills. I'll show you all of that and then later as well. Here you have your people. You can just hit tab to cycle between them. I'm all wet from swimming. So it shows what they like and dislike. And also they have skills. Now this is how you get knowledge. As they increase, as they do more stuff, they will increase their ability, their experience, getting more knowledge. They'll then level up, where you can click like add like skills to them here. And in return, you get, it'll pop up here. See, it says 0. You'll get knowledge points. For every level the person goes up, you get a knowledge point, and you need these for your research, which I think is great. It's such a much better idea than what they had before, and I don't remember what it was they had before. But yes, you can get all of these things. Fantastic. There's so much stuff, and it's not exactly small. It took me a few hours to get to the end of it. Obviously, the more people you have, the quicker you can get there. Alright, so you get to your world map. You can either double click and the boat will head out there, or you can use your arrow keys to turn right, left, go straight forward, that kind of thing. Alright, let's go to these bottles over here and this wood, because we need this. Right. You can also do this, right, from the map, wherever you're sort of aiming in this map, when you come out, you'll be aiming there in the world too. Can get a little bit confusing, but... Alright, let's see the limit. It gets much bigger once you've got boats. So we'll send a guy out to grab that. We'll send another guy out to swim out to grab this. Alright, then we can start drying some wood. Now, we also need planks, which are going to require this bad boy, which is going to require 3 dry wood, which is why we're here. And we have a dryer on the back. You can upgrade these to dry 5 pieces at a time. What we're going to do is we're just going to build another one, because yeah, 1 is not going to be quick enough. Actually, you know what? We're going to build 2 more. We still don't have a home. Alright, so we'll do those, then you do this, then you can finally get these. Whew. And we still haven't got this, or any food, because you need the planks. So we need to get there quickly. So your first major resource is obviously plastic, then wood, then food, then water. You can find food and water, like for example, if there's a like a water tower, like see this, there's a, hang on, yeah, there we go, perfect. There's part of a motorway that hasn't fully collapsed into the ocean yet, and on this you can find goodies. This is a much needed resource later in the game. Same with both of these actually. This is where you can get some of your more specific stuff from. You get wood from these normally, yep, and just a little graphical thing. Look at that. Look, the town's flooded. It's got barnacle. Gee, hello, buddy. You're a big boy, ain't you? Your mouth's upside down, but okay. At least I think it is. It's like a cross between a humpback whale and a giant shark. Right. Back to the town. Right, well, with our little boys out swimming around grabbing all of that, we only have 1 dry piece of wood. That's hilarious. Alright, now we have 2. So yeah, they'll start storing in the front here, but it is very limited. Very limited. Eventually though, like for example, you'll get say 100 pieces of plastic, but then you just convert some of them into floaters and you'll get rid of quite a lot of your storage. There we go. Let's grab this. Chuck it wherever it fits. At this point, I don't particularly care. As long as we can get it down and get some houses in. Right, let's get a platform out. Let's drag it out like this. We'll go to that square. And the first bits of wood we'll use to make some beards. How much plastic floaters do we have? You can close this or open it. I prefer to leave it open. You can even adjust your UI scale. What is it? In here? Yeah. I have to turn it up because I'm sitting about 10 feet from my television. Otherwise I go bloody blind. Right. Have they got it all? I think they've... Yep, okay, so as you can see, they've nabbed everything. So let's head over to here. We'll grab some of this stuff. Right, now, oh yeah, to recharge the battery, there's a crank handle. Someone will come along and crank it to get more power up, but only if the threshold is met. You can set this to wherever you like. Once the mouse cooperates. So when the power hits 50, so when it hits 5,000, someone will come along and start cranking that handle. Alright, let's grab some more of these. We'll send somebody over to grab all of this. Ooh. Just say all of this stuff, but that alone will fill us up, so we're going to leave that entirely. We want this though, so can we get some? Yes, we can. Alright, let's get someone over there to grab that. Check the map, see what we're dealing with here. Okay, we need wood, and we need it fast. Dry wood, specifically. Alright, so it takes 2 pieces of dry wood to make 1 wooden plank. So as you can tell, we're going to need a lot of wood. Because we need, what, 3 for a bed? 2 for a bed. We need 4 for the water. And we need... Oh, we need at least 4 for this. So we need 8, 6, 10. We need quite a lot. We need quite a lot of this wood. And as you see up here, you've got dry wood, 8, and normal wet wood, 18. Right, let's just drop those out of there. It's enough to build the first 2 homes. Actually, yeah, we might build these first and then build the homes, eh? Just because, yeah, food and water is going to be a problem. Now, food is a very interesting thing in this game. Okay, so here's where you get a little bit of a jankiness. So if I go this way towards that, it'll put it in that direction. You know, it'll link it to this. If I then drag over to here, and I'm not touching a mouse button or anything, it'll lock onto that side. That's where I want it. Yes, and then we need this to make fish sticks. Now, everyone, all the food we're going to make with this thing is going to poison our people, or rather pollute them. We need this to lower the pollution down, as it helps to take the plastic out of the fish. And I love this. This graphic representation, the visual representation of all the goodies you have. Oh, I love that. Alright, we're going to need, I think, one of these. Yes, we're just going to dump it wherever we can, probably... Actually, can we put it there? Yes, we can. Cool. This is an absolute mess, but you end up having to rebuild half of this stuff anyway. Alright, now we can get some homes in. Got one there. Right, then we'll move on to the fish sticks and the water, this thing. Now, it takes an entire day to accumulate enough water in this for one person. So you need one of these per person. Plus, I would recommend having another extra one, just in case. Alright, oops, no, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. What do we need? We need more wood, don't really need more plastic, but we definitely need more wood. So let's go over to here. Maybe here. Can we reach both of those? Oh, and this is seaweed. It's another great resource that we're going to need. Alright, let's send a swimmer out to grab all this. Send a swimmer out to grab all this. Perfect. Alright, we're on a good roll here. Alright, so we have a fishing chair and someone's in there fishing. Oh, I do love this. Donk! Like the amount of detail they put. Look, there's the fish right there. Okay. Right, concentrate. We need a couple more planks. We're running really low on the dry wood. But we should get some more soon. Yeah, we've got 2 days worth of food, so we'd better work on that now, because it's going to take about a day just to get that food. Yeah! One more plank, buddy. One more plank. We get some fish sticks. They're disgusting. But, because, you know, they're full of plastic. Alright, quick little pause, like, put that in. This is enough to generate food for the 3 people we have. Not enough to generate it for anyone else, really. However, there's a lot of things you can get food from. For example, this will help increase our, reduce the pollution in the food. This will help us turn seaweed into seaweed salad, which really is not that great. It's polluted like crazy. This is another way of getting water. Very expensive way of getting water. You can grow your own seaweed. Also rather difficult because you got to find seeds. And then you got your fish kebabs, which is where you cook your fish. And then you got more versions of it up here, and better ways of producing power and storage. So yes, good. We've got some. Oh yeah, we need 3 of these for 1 meal. So someone's effectively going to be sitting here all the time for the next couple of days. You can do it, buddy. Yeah. All right. So in here, like most things, you get most things that produce stuff. You get to choose what you're making. So, for example, this requires it's dried unbottled fish, gives 9 pollution when you eat it, but it requires. I think that's just a normal bottle fish, right? It says viaduct. That's because I've got that. Sometimes when you hover over these things, it will pick up whatever's underneath it. See, like it's doing there? It's saying viaduct because there's a viaduct over here. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's bottle fish. Yep. Okay, so there's bottle fish. So it requires a bottle fish and more bottle fish. We can't actually... Actually, no, it requires something else. Oh, I think it's unbottled fish, right? I was not going to say. Anyway, we have to produce these, and it's 18 pollution. 18. So we'll leave that on the max. If you come over to the people here, they currently don't have any. But they're going to. And I'm not sure what the numbers are here, because it doesn't say. Like, you hover over this, and it'll say 114 out of 450, yeah? Oh, here's a good example of this stuff. Okay, cool. So what do we have you on? Typically, and you'll see this later, I name my people by what job they have. So it's Bubba. What are you doing, Bubba? You're at construction, landmark interaction, salvaging. Okay, well that makes sense. Why do you have hearts on cooking? 0% cooking speed, 8 more. Okay. We'll stick with salvaging because that is really important. Also shows here which one of your Flotsam people need to level up. So we have you on cooking, hauling, power. Alright, well, cooking's probably more important. And Bubble Trouble. Now, these guys are some cool names. You're on liquids and research, neither of which is all that. We'll grab liquids. We can't really use liquids that much because we don't have any liquids. But it's more importantly because we don't actually have anything to produce water that someone has to interact with. Like the desalinator, if you're got good liquid skill, you'll do that faster. Alright, what do we need? We just need more drying racks, don't we? Right, let's just get to the next house. Awesome. And we'll get one more. We definitely need more fish. Alright, so the next bottle fish will be coming out soon. Alright, we're on day 2, not bad. We're starting to produce food on day 2, that's pretty good. In the game I'll show you later, I didn't get to food until like day 4. I was a bit stupid. I was running around grabbing everything I didn't actually need, instead of all the stuff I did need, like, you know, food and water. Right, we need some more plastic. So we'll come over here to this guy, and we'll grab more plastic. Quite a bit of plastic, actually. Alright. Is there anything else here to grab? No. Let's head over to the shop room and see what we can find. It might end up being... Oh, let's see, can we get in between... Ah, look, there's books over there. Now, books. Kind of useless, but just not really. I'm not gonna... Oh, I'll grab them. Alright, let's grab them. Okay, we'll grab all that stuff. We're gonna need it. You need to build a school. Yes, believe it or not, a school. In order to actually... Oh, you'll grab all of that. Nice. See what I mean? Like, there's 3 units of food there. This is what I was doing in my other game. Because I'm retarded. Right. Can we get another storage? What we really need is another platform sticking out somewhere, don't we? Alright, we're going to have to go out this way. Right, and we'll just chuck a storage in here. I'll show you like the way that I typically actually properly sort myself out, because this bloody ain't it. But for the purposes of this this part of the video, this will work just well, I think. Okay, because you got to get the idea, right? You grab the fish, you turn it into food. Come on, we need one more. Can't believe it takes 3 fish, but doesn't it look cool? It's got the 3 fish shoved into each other. It's weird. It's all drying up there in order to eat. Still kind of cool. Can someone get to fishing? Oh, do we even have fishing as a priority? No, we don't. Okay. You're on these 2. You're on all of that. Right, you're on the most useless thing ever. You do fishing. Cool. 140 space. Oh, plenty. Right, let's get the last little house. Blonk. And then we'll look at this guy. Need some more wood. 1 more piece of wood. And 3 more bottles. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I love the animations though. I missed it. Ah, did you see the fish stick that was ready? It changes colour. That's so cool. But now we have 4 food for 3 people. This is not good. What we really need is this. We need more water. Someone do the plastic. Someone do the wood. Because yeah, we need 3 of these minimum. And we have 3 days to build them. Alright, what other materials do we need? Well, we're going to start needing more plastic. Luckily, it's right behind us. Blonk. Alright, we'll get you in there. Swim, buddy, swim. Because yeah, we're going to pick up a bunch of materials that we can't use yet, like metal scrap, electric scrap, maybe some generators and batteries, which is fine. Sort of. They're going to take up storage space. However, they're a very rare material later on. In order to build things like solar panels, you're going to need some of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, we just need this thing. Are we going to get it today? Yeah, we'll get it. Perfect. Alright. And you plonk that in. Okay. What we're going to do now is I'm going to shoot off to my other game. The one that I've been playing a bit. And I'll show you what this looks like when you actually get to the end of it. Alright, welcome guys to kind of end game city here. I'll just unpause quickly and give you a bit of a look around, eh? So, here we have, our water storage is completely full. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, what, is that 12? 11. 3, 9, 10, 11, yeah, we've got 11 people. So we have about 14 of these water things, just in case. They take a while to fill. As I said, they take a day. So you're going to want a few of them. Here you have your school. I'll just show you this real quick because it's funny as hell. Provided she's not too far away. No, okay, come here you. Where's she at? There she is. That's how they learn. But you can only put 1 person in there at a time, despite the fact there's 4 desks. And that's how you use up all of these books, which just keep taking up storage. So you end up with, this is the first house you get. You should have noticed this, just a bed with a llama on it. Out in the open, on the ocean. Then upgrades to the house. And then it upgrades from there to the big house. Which isn't really any bigger. It actually looks probably smaller. But yes, the big house. Yeah, we have little friends like seagulls, like Stefan here. Stefan. He's bringing us back plastic. He picks up plastic. Well, he actually picks up anything. But you need a birdhouse, because that's where you keep their food, it's where they live, and it's where you can tell them to do stuff. You'll probably get your first seagull before you have this building, and he's going to leave, and everyone's going to get annoyed. So I recommend avoiding the seagulls until you can get to at least... Oh, geez, which one is it? I think it's the fish kebab. Fish water. Fish washer. Until you can at least grab this. I mean, there's the birdhouse, but you need this to feed it. Because you need to turn normal fish well, bottle fish into bird chow, which is what they feed on. I'm gonna get through to the daytime because it's hard to see at night. I do have lights. See, ding, ding, ding. The little light boys. I'm putting them around the edge just because I think it looks kind of cool, especially at night time. These are your big storages. As you can see, I have a ton of storage space, maybe a little too much. Come on, daytime. Here it is. Is there anything to grab from here? Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, let's give it a... Get the boat, yeah? Oh, someone in need of help. That's how you find people. You find them just on the map. I went to the wrong bloody place. We need to go up here. Where's that? Where is that plastic? If you're zoomed too far out, it doesn't load properly. See? It's hard to see. Not sure if that's just my PC being rubbish. But yeah, then you'll see a guy go out on the boat. Or, click on the boy, actually, and I'll tell 3 people to go out on boats. Yeah, see? Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it. I think this is neat. Then they'll bring it back and dump it off to the storage. So I have my entire wharf area and storage zone down the back here. My industry off to the side here. And, well, food, water, and living quarters off to the side here. Just to make it a bit easier. But as you get to this sort of level, you'll have a seaweed grower. I see, you probably noticed the power lines. I'll show you that in a sec. Quarter flounder. I mean, this is like the best burger I've ever heard of. A quarter flounder. Like, come on, man. You got your gobbler rolls made from gobbler fish. Yes. So you get all of these things. There's a bit of a step here. You send somebody out to fish. Do we have any around us? No. So you'll see the little fish icon. You've probably seen it earlier in the video. Pop up on the map. And when you see that, you click this. And you send somebody out to go pick up the fish. And they'll pick up a variety of fish. Generally a gobbler or flounder. Which I don't think I have any of because I've cooked it all. Yeah, so they'll bring back gobbler and flounder. Now the oil gobbler, the gobbler thing, you're going to want to chuck it through something like this, the fish washer. It washes all the pollution out. And so you can then, and creates the gobbler fillet, which you can then cook. Now, this is the first one you'll unlock, which is the fish kebab. This is the electric version. The other one requires wood, firewood, in order to burn. So this one here, as you can see, like 6, 3, 12. So that's a hell of a lot better in terms of pollution than the fish sticks, which I can't even build anymore because I stopped doing that because that just makes you unhealthy. However, you can break these down further by using the fish washer. See, no pollution. However, you can't just straight up cook them in here. Like you can cook grilled flounder, but you can't cook the flounder fillet in this place. You can cook the grilled gobbler fillet in this place, which you get from here. The flounder is cooked in this one. Also, gobbler rolls. If you have quite a lot of seaweed and you want no pollution, this is a good option. They will eat this first from the looks of things over everything else. So if you have a look at the resources in the top, you've got your basic unrefined, then your refined, then your food and your like fuel, I guess. Then you have your what would you call all this stuff over here? All the other stuff? Because I mean it's food and books. But this is the other end of the food. So these things here, seaweed salad, see pollution of 9. Alright, quality icky, they don't like eating it. Pollution of 6. So your food typically is either yellow or purple. I'm not really sure why they went that way, but whatever. Your ingredients are all orange. So that makes that easy. What else was there? Oh yes, power. Haha, power. Now this is cool. I like this. So, actually we'll scroll through all the buildings there. You've got all of these lovely guys. These are your basic sort of buildings up until you get your birdhouse and your research station, your watchtower. Watchtower is great. You're going to want that because it lets you actually see out just past that circle. Without it, you won't see anything. All the production buildings are in here, including an oil refinery. Yep, that's a thing. Water containers. all the things for your cooking. Yeah, you got to put a parking bay in, then you can put a boat into the bay. All the power stuff. And I've only unlocked the lighting on this in this tab. But yes, this stuff is very expensive. And doesn't produce all that much. However, you typically will be using one power draining thing at a time. So we click this, and you'll see how all the power comes in, and where all the power is going to go out. Typically, my fish kebab will be running using 45 power, but I produce 60 just via solar. However, things get a little tight, and the power drops below 30, this guy will kick in. If the power drops below 20, the oil generator will kick in. And if the power gets even lower than that, once I can click on it, it gets a little difficult. Come here, you. See, you can see it. There it is. Once it gets to 15%, someone will jump on this bike and try and help produce more power. I have this turned off. Yes, because that makes more sense. So in here, I have limits set. As you can see, these are all the materials you can get in the game. I haven't set limits to everything, but just to some of the stuff so I can leave it running automatically without using up all of my resources. Yeah, because this uses 15 plastic per oil. This uses 2 wood, 2 dry wood, and then this just uses 1. We don't use much firewood anymore, which is fine. Right, what else do we have over here? We've also got the guy that makes the metal plates from the metal scrap, which, you know, it takes a while to get that. And the rope crafter that turns seaweed into rope, which is a bloody cool idea. Yeah, so if you're going to get this, it's on Steam. It's bloody fun. I'm on the experimental branch for the research. As you can see, I have done it all. There's nothing left behind. I have 82 skill points to spend. And yeah, as I said, I typically name my people after whatever job they've got going for them. I'm unable to haul these items to storage because there's no space. Of course there's no space. I haven't built more storage. Wait, how happy was he? He has 135% expertise gain. That is mental. Yeah, so you can see a bit of a background on them. And obviously their skills. Can you? Thanks. Go away. Yeah, so that's Flotsam. It's a nice, fun little floaty building game, which is, I guess, a little different. There is a few of these out here on the market, and I'll probably showcase a couple of these at some point. But yeah, this was Flotsam. Hope you've enjoyed it. You want to see more? There's really no story to it. Like, share, comment, you know, leave me a thing down below if you want to see more, I suppose. Yeah, there's not really all that much to show. It only takes a couple of hours to get to this point. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.